serious? The team went around the agent's back.
Hey, that's good business by Jerry, though. Hey, come here.
Saying, hey, you can save your 3% of money of agent fee.
I get it. The Cowboys are going to cow. The Cowboys could have got this deal done with Micah Parsons a year ago and could have saved themselves tens to 20 of millions of dollars. Is trying to go behind Micah Parsons' agent's back because what they want to do is see if the player will be ignorant enough to try to negotiate the deal without representation.
This is wild, but this is classic Jerry Jones. I am wearing these colors, but don't get it twisted. I'm an Eagles fan through and through. I'm just here to analyze the craziness that is going on with the Dallas Cowboys. You can ensure that the circus is always in town when Jerry Jones is out and about. As long as he's at the helm of that franchise, they're going to continue to be a struggle ship. It doesn't matter. Like, they're already having, the most plain off season that you could ever have. The draft has been, for, several years, and all roads lead to Jerry Jones. I mean, this is just god awful, terrible. I mean, the chaos, the drama never ends. And hey, shout out to him for being a savvy businessman, and purchasing the franchise, getting the chips when he could, because after the advent of free agency, things have gone to shit. And he's just ego driven, pompous. I get it, self-made billionaire, cool, but NFL is a what have you done for me lately league. And the Cowboys are just, a laughing stock. You see the panel, they're kiki, ha-ha-ing it up at the expense of the Cowboys. You see what DeMarcus Lawrence had to say, DeMarcus Lawrence had to say, tank. And once he got to Seahawks land, he couldn't wait to shit on the Cowboys. What Dalton Schultz had to say after he, got to the Texans. Things are just different here, man. The Texans are having more success. You can say they righted the ship than the Cowboys, and they've been in existence. How long compared to them? And yeah, I get it, it's modern day success, but when was the last time you could seriously, take serious, a Cowboys squad? You knew that they were just slated for this level of success, regarding the playoffs, and then they'd be going home. They'd be watching the Super Bowl instead of participating in it. And, the Washington Commanders have lapped you in your own division and, gotten to the NFC Championship way, before you did. Jaden Daniels, as a rookie, has already gone farther than Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott has, led them in his inaugural season. Bro, I mean, like, I'm not trying to on you guys, trying to make you feel bad, but like, why are y'all even Cowboys fans still at this point? I'd be waiting for this man's expiration date so I can hop back on board. Because it's just like, when this man is at the helm, being, productive, getting done. Like, where is he leading y'all? To megabucks, to, possibilities, full seats, season ticket holders, at a high rate. But on-field success, ain't seeing it, man. Number one, what in the hell is this, bro? Like, Jerry Jones is just the man that can't stay out of his own way. That, even though he has a huge amount of sway over the players after they retire, because they play with the star on their helmet, they're able to get, sponsorships, can't say that word for some reason, deals, commercials and such. That's the Cowboys effect. But don't get it twisted. These guys want jewelry that you can't buy. You can only win it. Rings. And the fellowship of that is not growing in Arlington. It's been this sad sack of happy, status quo. And he was on a radio, show. He speaks to, reporters in the locker room first, over the head coach, and he just has to do things this way. And slowly but surely, you can see, the fans peeling off of that, off board, because they're tired of the same. I know you are. If you're an Eagles fan, you're enjoying it because you want his reign to continue as long as he possibly can. But the boring head coach hire, safe, puppet, controllable. I get that. But even then, I would have rather stick with Mike McCarthy. At least he had some pizzazz to him. But it just shows you where this organization is at. They talk about struggle love so often. Struggle franchise. The scouting methods, free agency thought process, overvaluing your players, methodology, thought processes throughout the building, antiquated, outdated, old. Jared's still the money man. He's the guy, the general manager. General manager, how have you been doing these past few years? Not past decades. No one can unseat this man from driving it's his franchise. He wants to run into the ground. Well, technically, he never will because he's profitable. And he's the most one of the top franchises in sports, period. But doesn't have anything to show for it on the field. And the fact that it's a running joke, rivals, other NFC opponents. You just, of course you're great for the money, for the chance to play, career opportunities, but it's got to be soul sucking to step into that building as a player, knowing that you're gonna cap out divisional wild card this year, not even making the playoffs, not being competitive enough to push you, to where you need to be, where you want to go. And it doesn't make sense to try and separate agent from player and pull a sneak move like this. You know how loyal Micah Parsons is. You sat with him for 5 or 6 hours and you hammered out details of a backdoor deal. But he wasn't going to take that because he has to have his agent sign off on it. So what was, like I said, players of the past you had more sway with, but modern day players is a little bit different. These guys are, millennials or whatever. But you have such a, a big ego that you thought that this would work. You could outsmart, his team, the guy himself, and have him be gullible and fall for this. It's confounding to a certain degree, but it just goes to show you that the culture is unchecked there. The checks and balances don't exist. And then he sort of doubles down and disrespects the agent, saying, "I don't know who you are." Bro, stop with the ego, the measuring contest. Yeah, you got $1 billion at school. But, I like that Family Guy episode where, Peter drives the red car, crashes into the highway wall, tunnel. And he says, "Ouch, my pride." Jerry, that's all that's speaking for you right now, bro. Do you want to go to your expiration bed with this on your heart, with this on your slate, man? Here lies Jerry Jones. Come see him get laid down into the ground and get let down one more time. Yes, he won championships, but that was a long time ago, man. Before he had the permanent Botox like this. But it was a perfect Jerry move because it's all about him, and his ego is as big as Texas itself. Like I said, Micah Parsons was never gonna sign off on this, and then he went on Twitter to say my agent, I ride or die for him. He's family. And I love what they said on the show. A lot of these, players, they go to these guys for numerous amounts of advice to deal with baby mamas, divorce advice, to get them out of trouble, someone they can lean on and talk to. So they're more than just an agent. A lot of these guys, for all intents and purposes, are just paid family. And I mean that not in the way that sounded, but guys that you pay, but they essentially play a father figure role, and sometimes big brother, and just they really help you to maximize not just the dollars, but maximize your potential, yourself. Be the best self that you can be out there. Post career as well. But man, what do you think? Is Jerry, trying to be smart by being sneaky? Because he got his hand caught in the cookie jar. But how does it look? Because we all see the crumbs and the milk mustache splattered all over his face. But anyways, hey, as an Eagles fan, I love it. I love seeing the struggle because it benefits us. But hey, even in a roundabout way, I love talking about the Eagles, and I love making these videos. So we'll jump into this officially. But as always, it's fly Eagles, fly, and let's motherfucking go.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like.
Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.